Hey Jackets, these first few months full of change for Wynne High School students.
Which means a lot of getting used to.
Wynne students do their best to stay optimistic about this school year.
Especially since COVID still plays a huge role in the background.
Today we will hear about the new opt-out mask mandate situation,
farming in Cross County, and the impact it has on the community's economy and the world.
This year, Wynne students adjust to a complete new roster of administration.
And don't forget sports. Winners breed winners, and we have a lot of them in this year's fall lineup. I'm Grayson Hiley.
And I'm Griffin Mano. Jacket Action News starts now. This year, we opened school with a new opt-out mask mandate, providing choices for the parents and student body. Let's find out how this choice changes things and affects a regular Wynne school day.
On August 16th, the school board voted to mandate masks with an opt-out form for students and staff. The effect took place on August 24th. All students who chose not to sign the form will continue to wear masks at all times on campus.
I think the mask mandate's a good idea. Gives students the opportunity to wear a mask if they would like to. Personally, I think wearing the mask is the option that we should do.
The opt-out option has been viewed differently amongst students and faculty.
I think the way that they did it, like with the opt-out option, I think it was just a way to make everybody happy, and I think it was a good option. So that people who want to wear masks can and people who don't also don't have to.
Many students have their own opinions on the mask and how it affects their day-to-day life.
My personal opinion is when I see somebody walking around me with a mask, I feel more safe because I know they have their own thing going, their own oxygen.
Some people say that they are more comfortable wearing a mask while being around others.
I believe that you can be near your friends without having to worry about spreading the virus or health risk, and you can go out and meet new people without, spreading contagiousness and all that stuff and having to worry about coming home and bringing it to your family and, close people.
Some teachers have found negative effects on their classroom and on their teachers due to the mask.
Some difficulty I have with the mask is just sometimes hearing students clearly. I feel sometimes that the mask almost kind of muffles your voice, and especially some students that are a little more quiet, it just makes it a little tough to hear it, and it's one difficulty I have with the mask.
With the first 9 weeks coming to a close, it doesn't even seem to be on top of everyone's mind. Though quarantine still interrupts the flow, school as usual and activities seem to be coming back. I'm Sky McDaniel with Jacket Action News.
Farming is a vital part of the world's economy. Farmers here in Wynne play a bigger role than you might think in supporting the growing population. Here's Riley Duncan with more on the story.
Wynne, Arkansas, a farming community, lies in the heart of the rice capital of the world. I'm Riley Duncan, and harvest has begun.
Farming continues as an American family tradition. These small farms support more than you may think.
I'm the 5th generation family farmer. I've had my farm with my dad and my grandpa, and I still do to this day. If you didn't have farming in Wynne, then you wouldn't really have the community of Wynne. 60% of the people that live in Wynne farm, and if you look at Wynne, it's a farming community.
Without farmers, you would not have anything. We grow the food, we fertilize it, we water it, we do everything. We send it out all over the world.
The farmers of the Delta not only support Arkansas, but the ever-increasing world population and economy.
Though the world came to a halt in 2020, Arkansas farmers never stopped. They continue to do what they do best. This is why Arkansas farmers produce the most rice in the world.
Farming in Wynne is the #1 employer in the county. Cross County is one of the top 10 rice producers in the state of Arkansas. Arkansas alone produces more rice than Louisiana, California, Texas, and Mississippi combined. We're the largest rice producing state in the union. The 2021 crop this year, we have somewhere around 135,000 acres of soybeans, 67,000 acres of rice grown in the county, and somewhere around 25,000 acres of corn. Around 11 million bushels of rice, 6.6 million acres of soybeans, 5 million bushels of corn. That's going to go throughout the country and throughout the world.
The decline in the economy only instills a greater reliance on farmers like those here in Arkansas. I'm Riley Duncan with Jacket Action News.
78% of high school students admit to drinking underage. 28 people die every day due to driving under the influence. Make the right choice. Along with the new normal, the new administration tries to return Wynne High School back to normalcy.
Students at Wynne High School have become accustomed to administration changes over the years. Despite those setbacks, efforts to have a healthy student-administration relationship have taken place. All relationships involve choices. Our principals try to have goals keeping that in mind.
No, ultimately I'd like to be student-focused. I think students need to be able to make choices, but also with every choice there are consequences.
With 2 abnormal school years, campus must be inviting to reestablish order.
We want an atmosphere, a culture, and a climate of a warm, welcoming building. I know sometimes it may not seem that way because obviously we still have to have discipline and order. And again, coming off a pandemic, sometimes there are things that need to be made, kind of get back to the way that things may have been.
Principals face challenges trying to communicate and get to know everyone.
Well, so getting to know this many students, there's nearly 800 students here. The school that I came to was, almost half that size. And so getting to know everybody, every student's name and face, especially when we have about, 2/3 wearing masks, it's just been difficult to get to know students here.
Having new administration has brought different formation with learning.
A lot of things are more organized than last year, definitely, especially with people being online. We've also had more experience with people doing online. So I think things are a lot safer and a lot more structured this year.
Every day, more students are getting to know Meek and Griffin personally as they try to bring light to this school year.
I think he seems really nice. I haven't gotten to know him very closely, but he seems like a really nice and funny person. So.
I'm Riley Duncan, and this school year is off to a great start.
And now, time for sports.
Wynne athletes continue to impress as fall sports hammer on.
Absolutely. Tennis and golf both concluded respectable state tournament seasons, while football and volleyball confidently progressed towards an unquestionably exciting postseason.
The Lady Jacket volleyball team is 10-5 heading into the district tournament after defeating Blytheville, Westside, and Truman.
While the Lady Jackets prepare for district, which began on October 16th in Pocahontas, the Yellow Jacket football team continues to dismantle conference opponents.
And don't forget our League of Legends team, who took down Southside last week on their journey to the state tournament. The Wynne High School tennis team finished strong to end their season. 2 of their players earned a spot to play in the state tournament and continue to improve their game for next season. Let's go to Oakley on the court.
Finishing the 2021 tennis season, the boys team placed third in conference. Despite great efforts, the girls team placed fourth. With a record of 7-3, 2 members qualified for state. Monday, October 11th. Dylan Milligan, WIN's new coach, led the Jackets team this season. He says support and communication serves the team's success.
They actually communicate very well as a team. A lot of them are out here with each other every day, and they're helping each other. They've got tremendous support from their parents.
Though she did not come out on top, senior Sydney McDaniel describes her tough conference match.
It was second round, and I'd already been playing for about 2.5 hours. The game was very close. In the second set that we were playing, for me to keep playing, I had to beat her in that set, and she ended up beating me in a tiebreaker.
Tennis, an individual sport, strongly relies on teamwork.
Well, playing doubles, me and Parker really knew each other's strengths. He was better up on the net, and I was better back, hitting those farther shots. So we just kind of figured out what each other was good at and helped each other from there.
Like, the games go to 40-40 if you both score those points, and then you have to play again to see who wins that match. And we had 2 or 3 separate matches that it was right on the line, and if it's on the line, it should have been in, and they were calling them out, and so it won them the game instead of us.
Success in tennis also relies on a level head. Senior Matthew Demnett speaks about the strongest player on the team.
I think Ryan Clark is probably the strongest because, he just keeps a really level head while playing, and he's got great form, a great attitude when playing his game.
As a new coach, Milligan says now he knows what to expect moving forward. He rallies towards helping his players improve their game. Oakley Fowler, Jacket Action News.
Golf season ended on October 5th. Both the boys and the girls finished strong. The girls finished with a conference runner-up trophy and placed 9th out of 44 in state. The WIN boys had 2 freshmen earning appearance among 69 others as well.
The girls' team consists of 2 seniors, Emma Miller, Emma Kate Casebeer, along with sophomore Ella Schlinker. The boys' team, juniors, Halston Sisk, Ethan Hirons, and Tate Patton. Freshmen, Luke Hess, Garrett Peavy, and Camden Henson. The entire girls' team qualifies for state and placed 9th. On the boys' side, Camden Henson and Garrett Peavy qualified for state as 2 of very few freshmen. Henson finished 47th, Peavy finished 50th. Coach Tyler Riddle says, all in all, I consider this year a great success for the program. The League of Legends team continues to play and practice hard prior to the beginning of their regular season. These students confidently train nearly every weekday in order to play their very best. We're going to send it over to Oakley to tell us more.
I'm here in the WIN High School East Classroom, where our League of Legends team practices and plays. Composed of 2 teams, the game offers a real-time strategy-based experience. 5 members from the student body engage in multiplayer, battle arena-style gameplay in both interscholastic matches and statewide tournaments.
I like the idea of having a team and being able to earn something from it. We can play against really good other competitive players to get better and have better teamwork.
East facilitator and League of Legends coach Jerry Harvey works with his team after school on most weekdays. He takes pride in esports being considered a AAA sanctioned sport where they compete with teams all over the state of Arkansas.
Anyone who has the ability to sit down and put 5 team members together can play this. Besides the fact that it also builds great character, it builds communication skills, it builds teamwork, all of it is a great way for kids to get an opportunity to do something that they don't normally get a chance to do.
Proud of the developments made in the off-season, team captain Evan Patterson is confident they will top the rankings in the state of Arkansas. While they fell short in the state tournament last year, the team holds high aspirations.
Okay. Preseason matches like these allow us to build team coordination, grow as a team, and implement new strategies we may be able to use later down the road. It gives students a place to be where they can be with like-minded people and get involved with school activities through things they are passionate about.
Despite League of Legends video game status, these students do not play around. I'm Oakley Fowler with Jacket Action News.
A successful WIN volleyball team adjusts to quick arising conflicts. They unify as a team to make this season unforgettable. Zoe Boger with more on the story.
Power happens through unity, but at times, teams may not always unite. The WIN Lady Jackets come together, but sometimes opinions clash. When there's conflict, how do they keep the drama off the court and bring home the wins?
The Lady Jackets have a unique strategy for leaving conflict off of the floor. Players who have had years of experience share their views and ideas.
The way the team has worked through conflicts this year is just by having everybody step up and play their role. Like, we've had multiple girls get quarantined, and that just made other people have to really step up and play that role. And I just feel like that as a whole, they all stepped in together and worked very hard, and it just helped the team out.
The Lady Jackets have dealt with players getting quarantined and needed to make a plan on how to adjust, using problem-solving skills to make quick solutions.
This year, through our first conference game of the season, I was quarantined, and it was very hard for me to step back and let the team do their jobs. But honestly, I feel like everybody came together and really worked hard and performed how they needed to perform. We always like to talk it out with each other and leave it off the court, never bring it on the court. But it always will fix itself out.
The WIN Lady Jackets use their powerful leadership skills to work through any sudden disruptions, coming together as a team to finish the season out strong.
Sports tend to undergo tension from personal lives such as quarantine. Planning to unite and coming together, that's the most effective strategy of all. Zoe Boger, Jacket Action News.
This year, the Yellow Jacket football team has success starting several young contributing players on the gridiron. Let's take a look behind the scenes. Last year, the Yellow Jackets had many seniors starting on the field. However, after losing them to graduation, the team is now led by many young players. The team and coaches have a lot of confidence in these underclassmen, and they seem to expect more out of them than they have in past years.
I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes in sports. You know, the best player will play. You know, the best one is the best one, no matter if you're a sophomore or junior or senior. I mean, we got some older guys that played all 3 years. We got some guys now that are just now starting as older guys. I mean, you just got to keep working and bide your turn, and hopefully, you know, one day it'll be your time.
Earning trust, reading the defense, and executing the plays on a dime all take a lot of experience, which bring confidence for success.
It's a pretty big step from what I'm used to. I mean, being in senior high and starting as a sophomore, it's pretty big, but it shows that Coach Pascal knows that I can get the job done and lead us to some wins. Transition has gone pretty smooth because I'm used to getting a lot of playing time, except for last year because I spent most of the year hurt. But it's been pretty smooth. I just had to work hard so I could show that I can still play.
The Yellow Jacket coaches don't focus on the age of the player, they focus on the skill.
I feel like they're having good development, but of course you're going to have growing pains with them adjusting to the high school football game, but they're doing pretty well, and I feel like they're going to be good players. Well, I feel like you got to embrace your role. It's all about team unity, and no matter where you're playing or not, if you're on the sideline or if you're on the scout team, if you're on the field, you can benefit this team in some way. Just help us win and get better, and we stay strong to that.
The Yellow Jackets have had an amazing start to this early season. We hope to see their same confidence and energy all throughout. I'm Matthew Donovan with Jacket Action News.
Well, that's all we have for sports.
After a quick break, we're going to send it over to Griffin and Grayson with more news.
From juggling a social life to personal time, it's hard for teens to concentrate on one aspect of their busy schedules. Many struggle to find a solution on how to handle everything at once. But things don't have to always be that way. By sitting down and taking the time to plan, life can run so much smoother with less stress and more fun. Time management, the key to going through life efficiently. Located on Falls Boulevard, Blue Velvet Boutique has the finest selection of clothes, denim, shoes, bath products, jewelry, and more. You can contact us on any of our socials. Come say hi to our lovely staff and follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Before we go, we have a few announcements. It's October, which means homecoming is coming up. Dress-up days: Monday, Pajama Day; Tuesday, Decade Day; Wednesday, Cowboys vs. Aliens; Thursday, Jersey Day; and Friday, Glow Jackets.
Along with that, a door decorating contest, advisory competitions, and the Spirit Stick will be hidden somewhere in the community or on campus, and whoever finds it takes it to their advisor and will hold on to it with bragging rights until spring fling.
For the first time since the 90s, there will also be a homecoming parade on the Friday of homecoming, October 22nd.
That's all we have today. I'm Grayson Hiley.
And I'm Griffin Mano with Jacket Action News.